sound of the Skyliners. Such a classic. Since I Don't Have You at Oldies 950 WPEN. And I head up toward news time with another classic for you. Early rock and roll at its best with the Crows. Love that WPEN Philadelphia.
It's 6 o'clock. I'm Paul Perillo on WPEN Philadelphia. Police today arrested a suspect in a 17-year-old murder case. Homicide Captain Michael Costello says Brian Hall walked up to a police officer offering information about the death of Rosella Atkinson.
Despite what was probably initial skepticism on the officer's part, he was astute enough and intelligent enough to realize the potential value of this information.
Costello says Hall was taken to police headquarters where he gave a statement and was then arrested on murder charges in the 1988 killing. The girl's body was found on the grounds of Central High School and wasn't identified until her aunt saw a forensic bust in an exhibit 2 years later. A 38-year-old suburban man arraigned today on murder charges in connection with last night's shooting inside St. Mary's Medical Center in Langhorne, Bucks County. Robert Floor of Bedminster was arraigned in a 5-minute hearing before District Justice John Kelly. He was taken to the hospital last night for routine blood and urine test, but he then grabbed a gun of a police officer who was escorting him into the hospital. After he grabbed the gun, he shot it into the air, striking Newtown Borough Police Officer James Warnock, as well as another officer and an emergency room attendant. Officer Brian Gregg was struck in the head. He died at the hospital. Warnock and an emergency room technician identified as Joseph Epp were wounded. They're expected to make a full recovery. The greater Philadelphia region could be rocked by a mass transit strike next month. Some 4,600 members of the Transport Workers Union scheduled to meet on Sunday to discuss the possibility of a strike after 6 months of bargaining with Sept thus far has failed to produce a new work agreement. TWU President Jeff Brooks says his members are tired of waiting for Sept to offer what the union maintains is a fair contract, adding that his members are prepared to walk. The number of homeless in the city of Philadelphia could increase because of the high cost of heating fuel. Deputy Managing Director Rob Hess says he's concerned the high cost of heating homes could send many people into the shelter system this winter. Hess says the shelter system is already above its budgeted capacity, and they want to keep people in their homes this winter any way possible. The high cost of fuel is also reaching into the skies. American Airlines announced today it will temporarily cancel 15 daily round-trip domestic flights from its 2 largest hub airports. Now, the cancellations will take effect October 5th and extend through October 29th. New Orleans Mayor Ray Nagin today announced the formation of the Bring Back New Orleans Commission. The group is charged with advising, assisting, and planning for the rebuilding of the hurricane-ripped city. With Halloween fast approaching, New Jersey officials are sugar-coating sales tax. As Spencer Rain reports, starting tomorrow, chocolate made with flour, even costumes, will no longer be subject to that something extra.
Tootsie Rolls are a family favorite at Marie's house, so the drop in sales tax is music to her ears.
Listen, if I don't have to pay tax on something, that's wonderful.
This woman has no plans to buy candy whatsoever.
Candy's bad and it's full of sugar, and who cares what they do?
Vivian, on the other hand, says sugar should be treated like tobacco and taxed to the max.
I don't mind if they charge more money for it, because I think Americans should be discouraged from feeding it to their children.
Officials are making the move to streamline the tax structure with other states. Spencer Rain, Rutherford, New Jersey.
In sports, the Houston Astros can claim the National League wild card with a win over the Chicago Cubs and a Philadelphia loss to Washington tonight. Here's your Oldies 950 WPEN forecast. Mostly clear skies this evening. Low dipping down to about 47 degrees. Tomorrow sunny with a high of 78. It's 65 at Old City, 65 in Media, currently 66 degrees at Oldies 950. This report brought to you by your local Toyota dealers. Toyota owners, see your participating dealer through September for their oil and filter change and tire rotation special for the Toyota suggested price of $47.95 plus tax, and ask about the brake special. I'm Paul Perillo on Oldies 950 WPEN.
Jim WPEN.
Mama said there'll be days like this, there'll be days like this, Mama said.
One of the best from the Shirelles, Mama Mama said. Listen to Mama. Always wise. 6:06 at Oldies 950 WPEN. Jim Nettleton into the final hour for me. For the greatest hits of the 50s and 60s, and this great piece of blues from Chuck Jackson. Any day now.
Any day now.
I'm a beautiful bird. What a great song. No, not J.J. Jackson. Jim, that's Chuck Jackson. Any day now at 6:09. Coming up, we got a whole bunch of great things to play for you, including that long, elusive Big Joe Turner song that I've been promising you. Coming up. Right now, first of all, I want to say, Cheryl, it's been a pleasure working with you again.
Oh, Jim, it's been a pleasure working with you. You are a true, true professional.
And you, my dear.
And I'm really going to miss you.
Have a good night and tell us what's going on.
Oh, boy, we have bumper-to-bumper traffic all over the place, end-to-end on the Schuylkill Expressway and 95. South on 202, delays near 252. Multi-vehicle accident in the left lane there, 2 miles approaching. 29 through 401. Plenty of traffic delays, especially in Delaware County along the Blue Route. Northbound 309 bypass jam, Sellersville exit through the Telford exit and the Walt Whitman, backed up as usual the whole stretch into the 42 freeway. Report brought to you by your local Toyota dealers, Toyota owners. See your participating dealer through September for their oil and filter change and tire rotation special for the Toyota suggested price of $47.95 plus tax, and ask about the brake special. And I'm Cheryl Ann Kennedy at the Oldies 950 WPEN Traffic Center.
If getting life insurance is on your things to do list, now you can get a term life policy in just 10 minutes.
Side effects are low, may include headache, cold, or backache.
Long-lasting Allegra helps take the allergy out of allergy season.
Ask your doctor. Today, take once daily Allegra. The relief goes on.
Good times and great oldies. WPEN.
Talk about good dance stuff. Roger Collins, she's looking good. Also done by Wilson Pickett, but that was the big hit in our town. Giant of a song back in 67. It is 6:22. Time at home with Diamond Jim. Back in a couple of minutes. We're going to have some more of your all-time favorites coming up.
Is your hearing as sharp as it used to be? Just take this little test. Do you often need more volume from your TV or radio? When you're in a crowded restaurant, is it hard to follow the conversation? Do you frequently need to ask people to repeat themselves?
So insure with the best. Insure with Chubb. To learn more, go to Chubb.com.
What a beauty. Clear tonight, low 52. Sunny for tomorrow with a high 75, and a great day for Sunday as well with a high 78. Couldn't ask for a better fall weekend. Right now it's 69.
Oldies 950 WPEN.
Fools rush in where angels fear to tread. This fool rush in. Well, open up your heart and let this fool rush in.
Oh, nice stuff. Rick Nelson, Fools Rush In. Some good rock and roll for you right there. It's 6:28. Diving home with Diamond Jim, and I promised you that I would play Big Joe Turner. And indeed, we are going to right here, Boogie Woogie Country Girl.
Well, over you, dungaree, red jacket, shirt. If you please, mom, boogie woogie, boogie woogie, boogie woogie, country girl.
Well, you
950 WPEN. Jim Nettleton taking you back to 1959 with Ronnie Hawkins.
I'm going to tell you a story about a Mary Lou. I mean the kind of a woman make a fool of you. She used to my Cadillac car, jumped in my kitty and she drove her far. Well, she jumped in my kitty and she drove her far.
Ronnie Hawkins with a biggie from 1959. Mary Lou, the sad story of, with Jim Nettleton back at you in a couple of seconds. More of your all-time favorites coming up. I ain't going anywhere.
Live at the Keswick Theater, Saturday, October 15th. Come on out for one last concert with Oldies 950 WPEN, starring the Polish Prince himself, Bobby Vinton.
Please love me.
Bobby Vinton, over 50 million records sold, and one of WPEN's best-loved friends. All of the great hits, Roses Are Red, Blue Velvet, Mr. Lonely, My Melody of Love, and more. Bobby Vinton plus the Carmen D Orchestra, Saturday the 15th at the Keswick for 2 great shows. If you've never seen Bobby live, you've never been entertained. Saturday the 15th at both 3 and 7:30 p.m. Bobby Vinton at the Keswick. Keep the memories alive. Call now for tickets. 215-572-7650. That's 572-7650 for Bobby Vinton at the Keswick. Call now or visit www.keswicktheater.com. 215-572-7650.
Please don't stop loving me.
In the beginning, there were but a few that gave birth to a new fad in music called rock and roll. They were referred to as the legends of rock. And now Goldie's Music has compiled the greatest hits of 3 of these legends: Jerry Lee Lewis, Little Richard, Chuck Berry.
I'm gonna write a little letter, I'm gonna mail it to my local DJ. You shake my nerves and you rattle my brain. Too much love drives a man insane. You broke my will, but what a thrill. This is great, balls of fire.
This 3-CD package is not available in stores, so call toll-free right now and order your very own copy of The Legends of Rock. Call 1-800-662-3995. That's 1-800-662-3995. 1-800-662-3995.
Your feet shouldn't hurt. Let me repeat that so there's no misunderstanding. Your feet shouldn't hurt. Why then do they? Oh, there could be a million different reasons, but really, who cares?
You're not my mother.
24's Kim Raver,
Sarah, honey, you're scaring me.
Haunting Sarah. Premieres at 9, 8 Central tomorrow. Only on Lifetime.
Jim Nettleton, riding home with good times and fun ponies. WPEN.
Billy's own Doe Bells, of course, the Bristol staple of the all-time great dance songs right there at 641. I tell you what.
Sitting by the window.
Let's go back with some early Marvelettes. How about that, huh?
Feeling sad and blue.
Their second hit.
All because I haven't heard from you.
Twistin' Postman.
And then my mama said,
At Oldies 950 WPEN. You know, the big hit of This Old Heart of Mine was done, of course, by the Isley Brothers. But in our town, also a very big hit was done by our own Tammy Terrell with her version. My friend, Tammy Terrell's version, Philly's own Tammy Montgomery, and that, of course, is This Old Heart of Mine. All right. It is 6:46, driving home with Diamond Jim, of course, this evening. Beautiful weekend coming up. I tell you what it's time to do. Drop on by the Club Savoy. Rockin' Louie and the Mammoth Jammers at Oldies 950. in a couple of seconds to wrap things up. We'll see you on the other side.
2 days, 500 vehicles, 10 different dealers, and only one event. The Transportation Liquidation at Franklin Mills Mall.
We proudly support the Starlight Starbright Children's Foundation.
What are your plans for saying boo to the flu? Good day, this is Radio Rick Spector for Milestones. Join us Saturday morning at 8:30 when I welcome the City Health Department's Dr. Joanne Godley, and we discuss the upcoming flu season and what you can do to beat the bug. For great guests, nostalgia, and important health information, make every Saturday morning a Milestones morning, right here on Oldies 950 WPEN.
Oldies. WPEN.
Some great rock and roll for you right there at 6:55 with Jim Nettleton, Jerry Blavat along for his final show at 7 o'clock tonight. And this, I got to play for my wife Diane because it's one of her favorite up-tempo Elvis songs.
Well, a hard-headed woman, soft-hearted man, been the cause of trouble ever since the world began.
So now, my friends, sadly, we come to the end of the road for Oldies 950 WPEN. I want to thank all of you for making that road a pleasure to travel for these past 13 months. We've had some wonderful times during that period and enjoyed a lot of the music we love. I only wish it could have been more. Over my nearly 40 years in Philadelphia, I've been very fortunate to come to know many of you personally, and many more through the radio and in telephone conversations. You've shown consistently over those decades that Philly people, and especially Philly music fans, are the best there are anywhere. And the music of Philly itself is proudly unique in this land of ours. I've been privileged to be part of that wonderful music tradition for these many years, and I certainly hope that will continue in one form or another. So thank you all again. I hope our roads will cross again in the future, and that our music will carry on to be enjoyed anew by present and future generations. For one more time, as always, it's been a pleasure spending time with you, and especially with you, Lady Di. And on behalf of all of us, Charlie Bennett, Christy Springfield, Jerry Blavat, and myself, this is Jim Nettleton saying not goodbye, but so long for now. Stay well, my friends, until we meet again.
At the end of the rainbow, you'll find the pump code. WPEN Philadelphia.
Right about now, you're about to get possessed by the sounds of
Jerry Blavat.
Jerry Blavat. Jerry Blavat.
Do you understand?
Well, now, don't that just dunk your hat in a creek.
And now,
The Peter with the heater.
the boss with the hot sauce.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Jerry Blavat.
Well, I'm ready, I'm willing, and I'm able to rock and roll all night. Tell me more about free. Get it, baby.
Did you hear what the man said? We're going to rock and roll now.